Our honorable judges, they have talked about training. Honorable judges, in 2023, 602 crores of taka was spent in training of secondary level teachers. But would you know what was their teacher? You will be wanted to know. Their training was only like screaming like a duck. Their training was dancing like a frog. It was their training. It's the people which make the country great, not its rules. However, Assalamu alaikum, this is Ajmain Noor Nafi, first speaker from Team B. At first, I'd like to thank to my honorable moderators and judges for giving me this golden opportunity to say something about this topic. Secondly, I'd like to thank to my lovely teammates, honorable opponents, and wisest and honorable audiences. So, to this topic, what is the main factor behind a country's development, population or government? I and my whole team strongly believe that population is the main factor behind a country's development. Now, I will try my best to prove it. At first, let's answer some questions of my honorable opponents. Our honorable opponents, infrastructure development is not means only making buildings. It means developing the mind of the population also. But in the government, don't do this kind of works. And our honorable opponents, without the government, we can also organize different kind of employments. You will be wanted to know that in our country, more than 60 to 70% institutions and offices are non-governmental. And our honorable opponents, we don't need doctor because inshallah we will be higher educated one day and we will be doctors. Now let's define the government and the population. The population means the number of people which lives in a specific area or a country, and government means a team or a group which leads the whole community or a people which lives in a specific area. Now let's talk about cultural diversity and social unity. Only the people, general people of the country works for the country, not the government. Our honorable judges, we all know about Italy for its pizza, which was made by Raffaele Esposito in 1889, not by Benito Mussolini. Our honorable judges, we also know China for the special calligraphy, which was made by Shang dynasty, not by Mao Zedong. And our honorable judges, if we look to social unity, so please have a look in 1919 Bangladesh, in 2024 in Syria, in 1968 in France, and so on. Honorable judges, a secretary of government doesn't play for country. Only the general people of the country play for the country. Our honorable judges, if you need a proof, so please have a look in yesterday in the evening in Rupali Bank, in Carnegie branch, the general people was socially united. That's why they have locked the door. That's why the robbers couldn't go outside. If the government didn't do this, so the government may go outside and the robbery was successful. However, education is a weapon which you can use to change the whole world. However, told by Nelson Mandela, honorable judges, in our country 80% schools are non-governmental and only 20% schools are governmental. If we have a look to the world, so 50 to 70% schools are non-governmental and only 30 to 40% schools are governmental. Our honorable judges, if we look to the results in non-governmental institutions, 95 to 100% students are passed and a lot get GPA 5. But in governmental institutions, 80 to 85% students are passed and a few get GPA 5 than the non-governmental schools. If we look at vocational sectors, so in one area we will see simply one schools. But sometimes my honorable opponents may say in this case that it's an earning source of some definite persons. But in these cases, in some society, a team of society comes for taking some money for establishing a workstation for their own society. Why they do this? If it was a earning source of a definite person. And our honorable opponents, do you know Enlightening is also a private institution? Our honorable judges, they have talked about training. Honorable judges, in 2023, 602 crores of taka was spent in training of secondary level teachers. But would you know what was their teacher? You will be wanted to know. Their training was only like a screaming like a duck. Their training was dancing like a frog. It was their training. Honorable judges, now let's talk about tax and remittance. Honorable judges, before starting I would like to inform my honorable opponents that in 2023, Bangladesh government has got $80 billion, and among this, the $3.97 billion was sent as remittance. And our honorable opponents, if we look at Nepal, so it comes 25 to 30% from remittance. In Philippines it comes 10 to 20%. In USA it comes 5 to 10%. In India it comes 40 to 50%. Our honorable judges, in 2024 5 lakh crores of taka has come from tax issues. Do you know, our honorable opponents, in current economical situation of Bangladesh, 80 to 85% GDP comes from non-governmental institutions? Our honorable opponents, the government take taxes like it's running a charity. Except you are the one getting robbed, not the people in need. If taxes were a crime, so the government would be in a permanent prison, but they would still charge you the sale. Now let's talk about the disadvantage of high tax burden of government. A high tax refers to a situation where individual, business, or an economy as a whole face significant tax liabilities relative to their income or profits. Our honorable judges, in Bangladesh, a person need to submit 25% if he has more than 11 lakhs, but in USA it is in only 10%. Our honorable judges, in the most of the countries, the government takes taxes for only filling up their pockets, not for developing the country. Our honorable judges, if we look to our country, in 2020, in 2007, it was seen the Rana Plaza has broken. At that time, our honorable ministers have said some people were grabbing the pillars. That's why it has broken. So in this case, I have a question: how it was made? And our honorable judges, if it was made, our ministers gave us advice that we should use different kind of bamboos for making buildings instead of rod and cement. In this case, if Jotindra Mohan Bakshi was alive, he would say, বাঁশবাগানে মাথার উপর চাঁদ উঠেছে, ওই চাঁদের জায়গায় চাঁদই রয়েছে, বাঁশগুলো সব কই? And my last question to my honorable opponent is that if people don't help you, how you would be successful? If people don't have wealth, how you will get tax and remittance? How you will develop the country? That's all for this topic. Thanks for having a patience. Assalamu alaikum.